she flashed her teacher.
So crazy!
I kind of loved it.
No. I didn't even love
Yes.
her. Why are the
Never.
teachers calling the students heinous bitches?
I'm like, I want to be Ryan Gosling, but I'm actually a Mrs. DeLauer.
The two of you like the foreplay.
Yes! Welcome back to the Betches Video Club. We are your video club, and today we are super excited to bring you the top rom-coms of all time, as voted on by the Betches office. We are going to be breaking down 4 of the best rom-coms and awarding them our very own awards, which we have dubbed the Betchies.
But first, I'm going to make a meal out of taking off my glasses.
Okay, please do.
I love how you went in slow-mo when we could have done that in post.
All right, so we have 4 contenders for Best Rom-Com. These were determined by The Office here. When Harry Met Sally, 10 Things I Hate About You, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and Crazy Stupid Love. Thoughts right off the bat about these 4 picks?
Almost 10s across the board. Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, I think before we get too into it, we need to address the outfits.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
we're going to address.
We all dressed as inspired by one of our characters who was nominated for Best Dressed. Jack, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, so as you can see by everything, I'm kind of absolutely 100% giving Ryan Gosling in Crazy Stupid Love.
100%. My dress is an homage to Andy Anderson's yellow dress at the Diamond Gala in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Of course, which is your color.
Which is my color.
Shout out to your mom.
Shout out to my mom who told me I could never wear yellow as a child. Look at me now.
Nice
Look
pop.
at your little girl now. Also, it's completely see-through, so I'll let your imagination do the work there.
I am wearing a white sweater a la Billy Crystal in When Harry Met Sally.
Stunning.
This one was like $10 off Amazon. They don't make sweaters the way they used to.
No, they
that
don't.
cable knit sweater.
That
damn.
is so something someone in that sweater would say. They don't make sweaters the way they used to.
I was channeling Billy Crystal.
You were. My outfit is Catherine Hahn's character in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Like, I should be a therapist.
Yeah, she's so good in that. Well, you
Would
know what? That's
Well, I was
what-
just going to ask Tess, would you do that for me? If I
Your
had a guy and
therapist?
I was trying to, yeah, would you fake be a couples therapist for me?
100%. And I would
You would
charge
love it.
so much money.
All right, I think that's a great segue, Tess, to our very first award that we are giving out. The Judy Greer Award for Best Best Friend. Your nominees are Carrie Fisher in When Harry Met Sally, Liza Lapira in Crazy Stupid Love, Michael Eckman in 10 Things I Hate About You, and Catherine Hahn in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I had forgotten Catherine Hahn was in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days
I had
until I
to.
rewatched it. And I just got so excited. I
Yeah.
was like, anything Catherine Hahn is in, I'm going to watch. I'm a Han fan.
I'm a Han fan.
A Han fan.
I also think it's so funny that in this movie she's playing like the ugly friend or like the fat
Yes.
friend whose main personality trait is eating all the time and she can't stop herself. When now she is like definitively one of the hottest people in the world. She is always cast as like the hot lead. It's just a sign of the times.
It's
A sign of the
crazy.
times.
Rom-com's a bouncing platform for a lot of these people because it's like funny and you get the heart. Like, you got to play both.
When you started acting, you booked a rom-com.
Right,
Like,
right.
that just doesn't, that's not a thing. I can't
Right.
even name 5 rom-coms made in the last 5 years.
Yeah, and I feel like they used to be like the summer tent pole. They used to be one of those. You know, you'd have like your Marvel movie, you'd have your big summer rom-com. It's a little more rare these days with the streamers of it all.
Can I shout out Michael Eckman in
Yeah,
10
shout
Things
him
I Hate
out.
About You? Because honestly, like, his performance was just so good. Like, I haven't seen that movie in a while. Dare I say, by the end, I was like, wait, are you kind of handsome?
Well, 100% he is, because when he is in the Santa Claus,
As an elf?
oh, in the Santa
the
Claus.
Santa Claus,
Yeah.
he's
Wait,
in
is
that
he-
movie as
is
the
he
elf.
Bernard?
Yeah, he's
Isn't he Bernard?
Bernard.
Yeah. And that was my first crush as a child.
Hold on.
I was
Really?
addicted. Yes.
Everything's
I was
changing.
like, I'm going to marry Bernard and I'm going to live at the North Pole. He was heaven on earth to me. So cute. But,
Oh my
are you
God.
guys really shocked at this?
Wait, my first crush was also North Pole related. Jack Frost, Michael Keaton.
Oh, wait, one of the saddest movies of all time, by the way.
Yeah, your dad dies and then becomes a snowman. Like, what the fuck
It's
is that?
so sad. I was like, that's worse than him
Whoa,
just dying.
what?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Yeah, no.
That's dark.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Carrie Fisher and When Harry Met Sally, always trying to hook up with the married guy.
I felt like they were all beating up on her.
Well, she was dating a married guy, Tess.
I know, but I felt
You're
bad.
like, but be nice to her.
But be nice. I feel like usually the side character beats up on the girl because
Right.
the girl's like, oh, my life sucks, 2 men love me, and they're like, shut up, I'm single.
Yeah,
But this time
yeah.
it was the reverse. I didn't feel like she was as exciting to watch as some of the other.
Yeah, I wasn't as invested in her. I will say though, on that note of like the side character beating up the main character. Now I'm just picturing them like there's that iconic fist fight scene. Liza in Crazy Stupid Love as Emma Stone's best friend is like the quintessential best friend role.
Yes.
She's always like, you're so dumb. Like just do it. Like it's like tough love vibe. It's really fun. Every scene that she's in, I was like waiting for the perfect
Obsessed.
eye roll that she would give. Like she's just great.
I would never need someone to convince me to hook up with Ryan Gosling, but like
That's the
I'm
most,
glad
yeah.
that we would have a friend there
Yeah.
to make sure I did.
That's the most unbelievable part of that whole movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Easy A. This is the easiest A of all. Like, are you kidding me?
All right, are we ready? And the Betchie Award for the Judy Greer Award for Best Friend goes to Catherine Hahn.
Oh my god.
She deserved it.
She's the one I wanted.
I voted for her. I'll be honest. She's like one of those people, those actors who truly is a working actor.
Yes.
And they're in everything, low key.
Yeah.
Even if it's a small part, they're in it.
Yep.
And so when I saw it, I was like, really? It was Agatha all along. She was here from the start.
She's also like one of those OG comedy people who like truly got her first role because she was so good at improvising.
So,
Gotta love
Catherine,
that.
send us your address so we can send you this award.
Okay, so those are the best friends. I think we also should just do a quick shout out, no award, for the worst people in each film, villain or least likable.
I could not stand Kat's sister in 10 Things I Hate
Bianca?
About You. Bianca.
What a little
Oh
bitch.
yeah.
Also, what the fuck was that prom dress?
Tough.
Oh, cropped top with a skirt.
Really tough.
I kind of loved it.
No. I didn't even love her.
I did like the dress.
And the
Okay.
Betchie for most wrong goes to.
She also said the most inappropriate lines. There's so many of these movies.
Not her fault, but
You
it's
can
true.
never say that today.
That movie could never have been made today.
That
What
movie
did
could not have been made
she-
today. For example,
He's
she
got the
said,
receipts.
Bring out the
"Go
card.
find some blind deaf R word to date."
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
there's a lot
wow.
of.
For the
Yeah.
women in the room.
okay, that's me and you, Tess.
She said, yes.
I'm listening.
She said, Bianca said, and I quote, "You don't buy black lingerie unless you want someone to see it."
I just buy all black underwear.
Me too. Almost all my underwear are black. That's why I couldn't wear it today.
Okay.
Because it's
Wait. So if in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, the campaign is Frost Yourself,
Gross.
what's the lingerie version of this?
Well, frost yourself first
Is
of all
also horrible.
is one of the worst slogans of all time.
Trust yourself.
Frost yourself with her red wig with her real hair
Yes.
poking out the back.
Miss Delauer.
Miss Delauer.
My queen. That's my track, unfortunately. I'm like, I want to be Ryan Gosling, but I'm actually a Mrs. Delauer.
Right. Well, speaking of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, least likable from that is her boss. Like she gives me like the I'm a pusher Katie vibes.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
I'm a
But
pusher
actually, like
Katie.
she's not fun, not cool, sort of like a pick me. Like I don't like it at all. Doesn't care
Lena.
about her employees' well-being at all.
Watching that, I was like, wait, do we work at Composure? Girl boss oriented?
Yeah, it's like
Iconic.
Yeah, we
women's
work
media.
in we work at a women's media company.
Yeah,
Totally.
like we work at Composure. I
We
thought that was so
are Kate Hudson.
iconic. Wait, that means us three are the three leads, and Brian, you're Lena.
I mean, yeah.
I think the worst character is the male writers in the room because they wrote two career-driven women whose goal is to not have their deal taken from them, and the man stealing the deal wins.
And he wins with Frost herself.
What?
The next award is Best Kiss. Your nominees are the New Year's Eve kiss in When Harry Met Sally, the paintball bale of hay kiss in 10 Things I Hate About You, the Brooklyn Bridge kiss in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and the bar kiss in Crazy Stupid Love.
The only issue I have with the bar kiss and Crazy Stupid Love, it didn't happen until an hour and 5 minutes.
I know, they're edging you.
I was like, what? I need to see Ryan Gosling take his shirt off.
It takes a while to get there.
It takes too long.
But she's wet, the rain. She walks in, she's just like, that is so good.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, I
It's
like
so
the
good.
suspense.
Yeah, I did
like,
too.
I like the Harry Met Sally the most because there was that like, are they? Oh, they're not. Oh, they. You know.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
See, funny,
I like an edge.
the two of you like the foreplay.
We like the foreplay and we like the woman taking control.
I'm just like, get it over with.
I'm like, can we just wait a minute? Give me like 2 seconds to like situate myself.
Or an hour and 10 minutes.
An hour and 10 minutes of foreplay.
Perfect.
As usual.
As usual.
Now I'm
And
hot.
then we'll start with a kiss.
A kiss.
I'm sending Jackson a care basket.
That I make the move for. That I'm in control.
So the foreplay is actually it's all emotional for Tess.
It's all emotional. It's an hour of talking.
Yeah.
At least another
man.
hour of like
fighting with your current boyfriend who's on the outs anyways.
I like the big build.
Yeah.
And then just a
I picked the How to Lose a Guy kiss, the Matthew, primarily because she's kissing Matthew McConaughey, and I just think he's the hottest of all of these guys. Matthew's hair, that hair,
The
does,
hair.
it does it. The hair,
That was
like
peak
that does
McConaughey
something for me.
hair,
Yeah.
that movie.
It
Those
peak
curls.
McConaughey, everything, like his bod, like all of it. I was like,
know.
oh, and like also just the grandiosity of it all, darling.
the
like, you know,
Brooklyn
I'm here for the
Bridge.
Brooklyn Bridge of it all.
I think as a New Yorker, I was like, how fucking dare they block traffic?
100%. Very dangerous.
You would, Brian.
I was like, get the fuck out of there, you selfish assholes.
One of my tops was the bale of hay at the paintball scene. It's like flirty, fun. It felt so innocent. And like, I think that scene is where they're actually really falling for each other and you can feel that. It just really brought me back to high school love and like,
And
I don't
they're
know, laying
playful.
in a field and just making
You
out.
had high school love?
Yeah.
I think most of them, the guy like moves the hair or touches the like that.
Grabs, like,
It just just to guide, just to be like, we're gonna kiss now.
yeah.
And he did that with the paint, which was like all over her face, but
Yeah.
it still was like, let me fix
And
you.
they had a little bit of lube because of the paint.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really loved that one. Okay, should we see who won?
Let's
Yes.
see it.
And the Betchie for best kiss goes to Crazy Stupid Love. Emma Stone walking up to Ryan Gosling in the bar.
Oh.
That's how you know we work in an office of girls.
Yeah.
They like the foreplay. They like the wet rain.
Yep.
And then it also leads to like the best next scene.
Yes.
That's the thing too.
Oh man, the best next scene for sure.
If a man lifts you
For
up, like it's
sure.
over.
But yeah, you're done.
Are
Have him.
you kidding? Yeah, and then if he takes his shirt off and it looks like that in
Right.
that house, I'm dust.
And she says that. She
I'm
goes,
literal dust.
She goes, "Are you photoshopped?"
Well, I like that it was like, she was like, I'm bold. Then she was like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Well, it's
You
so
know?
relatable.
Yeah.
It's
the most
so relatable. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let me fake it till I make it. Okay, wait, I don't actually think I can make it.
Yeah.
Wait, I made it, and it has an 8-pack in
And then they
packs.
didn't even sleep
Like-
together and they talked for like 8 hours. And that
I
is
know.
ideal.
I know it is ideal.
So Tess likes the before and after. The during,
Literally,
kind of absent.
The during is like, whatever.
Yeah.
Awkward. Something happened.
Okay, well, kisses are not the only way that you could be romantic. Sometimes there's an even better way, and that's romantic gesture. So we need to award the best romantic gesture because that's such an iconic part of rom-coms, you know? Okay.
Absolutely.
The Betchie nominees for best romantic gesture are Heath Ledger singing on the bleachers, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone's Dirty Dancing lift, Matthew McConaughey stopping Kate Hudson's taxi on the Brooklyn Bridge, Steve Carell building Julianne Moore a backyard mini golf course. Favorites? Which one would you want to happen to you?
First every
Heath
time.
Ledger all the way.
No, I could not. I would not want that.
Oh my
No.
God. Make a little fool of yourself. Like, I
yeah.
love it. And like, he had to coordinate with the band. There's music involved. She didn't have to do anything. Like, it's in front of all these people. It's grand and he's silly.
Yeah.
And then he gets arrested and he's still being silly. It's
Yeah.
just like a goof. But it's so contradictory to who he is. So I think it's even more bold.
Wait, does he get arrested or does he
gets-
just go
Well,
to detention?
And then
No, the cops run after him.
They
Right,
do.
I remember
which
that.
confused me. I was like, what's he doing that's illegal right
Nothing,
now? He's
I
at
don't
It
think.
just
school.
adds
Yeah.
it just adds to the
It's just fun, Jazz.
It's just fun.
bad
It's fun.
boy.
He's a bad boy, and he's got a silly side.
Yeah.
And he's singing. Like, singing is so vulnerable. And he was anyway. That was mine.
The mini golf course is my favorite to be done
same.
to me because I'm like, well, now I have fun.
Right.
Now I have something different.
Yeah.
And now I have activities.
It's also so
That's cute.
personal and unique.
Yeah.
Like, he really had to know her to do that. Whereas, like, the singing, I sort of think, like, you know, it's the man playing a song on guitar. It's like a version of that, you know?
I went with Heath as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. I was on the same page. I thought, because he is so cute.
I know, he's such a cute.
He's so cute, but he's like bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what bad men do. Like, yeah.
They're always doing that.
But then he's like,
Really quick on 10 things, did any of you guys think, like, this is the era, and it still happens sometimes, it's that classic thing of there is a high school cast ranging from 18 to 38.
Yep.
There was very many age-appropriate people, I feel like, in 10 Things I Hate About You. Julia Stiles was 17. Heath Ledger was 20. You know, that's not terrible.
Joseph was 17.
JGL, very
Yeah, okay,
tiny.
but what about that meanie?
boy.
What was his name? That mean hot
Oh my god!
model
Oh my
guy?
god! Who I was toxically attracted to?
Of course you were.
Of course I was.
Lily
I know.
looks just like you.
I literally said,
It does.
no way.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
No.
similar.
Yes.
Tall,
I
dark,
literally
handsome.
wrote my toxic trait is that I'm completely attracted to this man.
He looked like a full adult to me. And the Betchie for best romantic gesture goes to singing on the bleachers 10 Things I Hate About You.
Obviously.
Wow.
Duh. Literally doy.
Best for a movie. So cinematic. The way the camera's following him the whole time. So
Very
fun.
Joker coded.
Yes.
Like the stairs.
Okay, this is a perfect segue. The segues are really, they're writing themselves today. Next category is Throbbiest Heartthrob. You're not.
Who wrote that?
Your nominees are Matthew McConaughey, Ryan Gosling, Heath Ledger, Billy Crystal. Really tight competition
really
here.
tight.
Extremely tight and jacked and ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, Titan Jack's
Throbbing.
ripped for sure.
I know I already said I think it's Matthew McConaughey's hair peak. I think this is Ryan Gosling's like cutie patootie peak. Like,
He's too perfect that I go, no, I want a Heath Ledger.
Okay.
Heath Ledger's not as perfect.
No.
He's a little rough around the edges.
He's rougher around the edges. Like his hair is always kind of messy.
Yeah, he's got like
Yeah.
Fran
I
Leawood's
agree with
haircut.
that.
It's like he's just wearing like basic kind of stuff, and then he's got an accent, and
Right.
I love an accent.
Especially an Australian one,
Especially
Tiss.
an Australian one, and then he's just like, I love his like he's frowning, and then all of a sudden he's smiling.
the smile
the
is
smile,
crazy.
the smile.
like
The
a little gap in his
smile
teeth.
is
Yeah.
crazy. I was like,
When I watched When Harry Met Sally, it was the first time, and I don't know, Billy Crystal
I know.
really did it for me.
Brian, I had the same reaction. It was my first time watching it, and I was like, how the hell did they cast Billy in this?
I know.
I'm watching it, I go, I'm in love.
I'm in love with Billy Crystal.
Perfect man.
Harry, oh my god.
I know.
So cute. So like, I just want to hug him and squeeze him, but then he's like mean, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
stop it.
exactly. Like, talk about not perfect, but in the exact right way.
Yeah.
I get it. Ryan Gosling is like so clean cut. It's like, yeah, it's like airbrushed.
okay, well then let me be the fourth and other different, and I say I picked Matthew McConaughey. If you have Heath Ledger's on the rougher side of things, and Ryan's the cleanest side of things, I feel like Matthew's right in the middle.
Yeah, totally.
He's a little clean, but like the hair's a little like rugged and like. I gotta be honest. I mean, I know this is his character, not him. I just love guys with like that kind of dry wit, like
I feel
kinda
that is
cool
him.
guy. Yeah, I feel like it is him too.
Yeah.
Honestly, it feels
I mean,
like that character is him, Loki.
He like didn't become a good actor until like True Detective.
yeah,
so-
I'm dead. He was just doing himself.
He was just doing himself, and,
Yeah.
then
True.
and that's why he was like, "Holy shit!" Oh,
Yeah.
and Dallas Buyers Club.
Right.
Oh man, he was
Mud.
amazing in that.
Remember Mud? When
do
he was just
remember
covered in mud. That was the best.
The whole time I was watching How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, I was just like, God, he's so hot.
I
God,
feel
he's
like
so hot.
His thing is like he waited like 12 hours too long to shower. Do you know what I mean? But it's like it still smells okay. He's like seems like somebody who like works really hard on the car in the garage.
He looks like he perpetually just got back from the beach. Has
Yeah.
like
I was
this
gonna say, he looks like
salty
he has
hair.
sand on his toes.
Yeah.
Like there's sand somewhere.
Yeah.
Question. So he is like his like big like hot moment is when he first gets to the office and he changes his shirt in the middle of the office and the women are all just like staring at him and it's like, but yes, he's like objectively beautiful body. Wouldn't that cringe you out if some guy was changing that in the office?
Jack does it every day.
Just like that, full shirtless.
Jack, anytime Jack changes his shirt, full shirt on.
And all the women,
You know what?
and all the women in the
Happened
office are
yesterday.
like,
I'm incapable. No, but see, it doesn't look that perfect under there.
If a straight male was changing in their office with the what was it
like the
with
blinds
windows
open. Yeah.
It's like just go to the bathroom.
He also didn't do it quickly. He wasn't like,
Oh, he milked it.
I can so tell that How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days had male
100%.
influence. Like it's
I
so
thought the
male
same
gaze.
thing when I was
It's so
watching
male
it.
gaze. But 10 Things and When Harry Met Sally feel way more female gaze.
Oh, 100%.
Way
Nora
more.
Ephron gets it.
She gets it.
She knows
gets
what
it.
it's like to be a woman. She knows what it's like to be in love or not be in love and want to be in love. And she really understands New York. She understands how women relate to New York. And yeah, I just really, anyways, I really connected to it. This could change everything. Oh my God. The Betchie for Throbbiest Heartthrob goes to Matthew McConaughey!
I win.
We all win.
Yeah.
We all win with
Right,
these
we
men.
we do all win because all four of these men are absolute snacks.
so women prefer the male gaze.
Yes, we do. All gays. We
Yes.
love men who are gay.
Yep.
The male gays.
I have so many things I haven't said.
Yeah, me too.
Mine are blank. So
I'm dead.
No way.
I just saw you guys all with no
Exactly.
but I'm not gonna
So that,
no
Tess.
cards.
So that.
Okay,
I love you.
Let's keep going with just a fun one. Now, best dressed. Your nominees for best dressed are Ryan Gosling's Suits, Crazy Stupid Love, Andy Anderson's Yellow Dress, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Kat's Prom Dress, 10 Things I Hate About You, Harry's White Sweater, When Harry Met Sally. Well, I'll tell you who it's not. It's not Kat.
No, it's not.
That fashion in that movie was a
Tough.
mess.
Yeah.
Tough,
Mess.
Kims.
It was a tough time in the world.
I mean, Ryan Gosling looks good and everything. He half his role is teaching Steve Carell how to dress.
Yeah, but
And
those.
boy, does he do it.
It's just unrealistic. No one that gorgeous should be that funny.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like, no, they can.
Yeah.
Brian, they so can. You are. Brian, come on. You gotta give yourself more credit,
Okay,
man.
all right, I'm gorgeous.
And that sweater? I mean, what about it's so hot in here?
Okay, Harry looks good in the sweater, but it's just iconic. It's not like an actually amazing outfit.
Right.
Right?
I'm such a sucker for a silk dress, so Andy Anderson just easily takes the cake for me.
I think so. I think
But
it's like an obvious one.
Yeah.
Right?
Can we talk about the names? Andy Anderson.
I know, so boring.
And Benjamin Barry.
No.
Gag.
Alliteration. I
They
love
said
it.
AABB. First names that came to our head? Got them. That's the names.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, we'll fix those later.
Yeah, they forgot.
And
They
they
forgot to
never
fix
did
them.
But the yellow dress is. I go, oh my God, that's so pretty. And then I go, I could never wear that.
Well,
Because-
no.
Well, no.
None of
it's-
us could ever wear it.
No, like,
Well, you famously look terrible in yellow.
no. It was horrible in yellow.
It's true. Look how bad I look.
I sweat profusely.
Right.
It
Oh, we
would
didn't even think about the sweat.
It would drip all the way down. I'd suck in and flex. I'd pass out.
You'd pass out. You'd be so
I'd
uncomfortable all night.
pass out.
Worst mood ever.
They're at a dinner. I'd spill. Like,
Right.
there's so many things that low back. She's tan. I'm not. You could see the self tanner.
The
Like,
self tanner missed spots.
like it looks like she just threw it on, but you know what I mean.
and like she owned that.
she just is different. She's
She
so
already had
different.
that in her closet. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
At the end, when they're like fighting on the street and her hair gets stuck in her lip gloss, it's just
relatable.
like, so iconic.
Yeah.
And just I don't know how anything else could win.
And the Betchie for best dressed goes to Andy Anderson, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Yay! We knew it. We knew
Knew
it.
it.
Okay, we're on our last thing. So really get your thoughts out.
Okay, let me look at my notes.
All right, y'all, it's time for the final category. Best rom-com of all time as determined by the Betches office. Your nominees are When Harry Met Sally, 10 Things I Hate About You, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Crazy Stupid Love.
I hated, strong emotion, despised.
Yeah.
Stronger.
yeah,
He
get
said it.
stronger.
Doubling down.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I could not.
What?
I felt so uncomfortable the entire time because I just like, hold on, let me gather my thoughts. The only relatable thing about that movie is someone bullshitting an idea in a meeting and then having to do some big grand thing about it. So true. She's like, oh, I'm going to write a book, an article about how to lose a guy in 10 days. Like, great, we love it. I'm like, yeah,
And then
that's
you're like,
relatable.
Shoot, now I have to do it.
Damn.
Don't reveal all our
literally-
secrets, Brian.
Literally my life. Literally
Why
our
we're
lives.
here.
Why we're literally here right now. It's already fake because it's a romantic comedy in the way that like the universe that we're living in.
Yes.
To add the extra layer of like, oh, I'm writing this article about how to lose a guy, so I gotta lose him, and then he has to make someone fall. Like,
I know.
the premise of it just was like, and then she's acting annoying on purpose, and I already find her slightly irritating. Sorry, Kate.
Careful.
It just like confirmed how gay I am. I was like, I could never.
Sure.
Be with this. I like could never.
I
Confirmed.
honestly agree. Like the setup is crazy. The amount of mental gymnastics you have to do to go, okay, I'm buying into this. Like that's insane. His part doesn't make any sense. Why
Yeah.
his boss is like, yeah, make a girl fall in love with you so you can pitch this diamond client. Like what?
I do love this movie, straight up. But it's while I was watching it, I was also like, wait, this is so cliche.
Yes.
Like every scene, the writing of it, taken? No.
Yes.
Like, hungry? Yes, stars.
Stars.
Or like
Yeah.
leaving now.
Right.
Like I'm like either this had never been done and this movie's really doing all of this for the first time, or the bullshit. I was like, I literally wanted to run to the Brooklyn Bridge, the spot where they were at, jump off and say, no, she was being serious.
It was like someone pitched the movie in a pitch meeting and it was half baked.
Yeah.
And they were like, make that. And they were like, okay.
Andy
So
Anderson.
the premise.
And
And
the
it's the
names.
premise.
Yeah. I actually hated, despised, loathed
Unadulterated?
10 Things I Hate About You.
What?
Oh.
Hated it.
Maddie.
See, I was more forgiving there than I was in.
Could barely
the
get
other.
through it. I said
What?
the script is bad, the writing's bad, the acting's bad, the directing is cringe, and I cannot believe what's coming out of these people's mouths.
Oh, I loved it.
Disagree.
I hated it.
Why?
First of all, okay, like, yay, it's adapted from a Shakespeare play. We don't need to be reminded of that every 14 seconds.
Okay, that's fair.
Do a light touch. We don't need all the characters to weirdly be obsessed with Shakespeare. It's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
We don't need them to be
Agreed.
throwing in these little doth protest lines every 14 seconds.
We don't need to call her the shrew. They called her the shrew
shrew.
straight up.
I was just like, this is pulling me so out. Also, I was so confused about who was orchestrating what, and like,
Yeah, that's true.
I watched it on a plane. Like, they had my attention.
You know, Julia Stiles, though, however, I think was phenomenal in that movie.
She's great.
No.
Carried it on her back. Yeah, I mean, she had a lot of work to do.
17 years old. That last poem. When, thank you.
Oh, that was amazing
That was a
acting.
oneer.
That was amazing
a
acting.
oneer.
Yeah.
A slow push in.
Cry. I think she starts crying.
And she
I'm
was
crying
going
because the
on.
script is so bad. She's like, I'm so happy this is my last day on set.
But I actually disagree that the script is bad. There
Jack's pulling up his notes.
I wrote.
Me too.
I wrote some line. I wrote some lines that I loved. Was that? Did your hairline just recede? I thought that was so funny.
Not the hairline receding line.
I thought that was funny.
She flashed her teacher.
So crazy. Okay, well, I wrote down all the things I hated about it. How many of your schools had the Cowboys as a clique?
That's what's so
the
funny.
Cowboys.
It's a bit. Like, they got the best bits.
It's not a bit, because then they also did that. I'm not even going to talk about it. There were so many
Oh,
racist
the
Jamaican
figures.
white
So
people.
many racist.
It was
That
so crazy how racist this movie was.
okay.
Never could be made today. The whole
Why
thing.
are the
Never.
teachers calling the students heinous bitches?
Yeah.
What?
That teacher was saying everything he felt like. But I will say with the Jamaican thing.
No, I think that was Miss Perky.
Oh, Miss
Who's
Perky.
writing porn during the day? What is going on?
Throbbing member.
Throbbing member.
She said
Throbbiest heartthrob.
quivering. She said
And then,
quivering.
there's so many bits. I'm a bit person and I loved
Me
it.
too. And I
That's
loved the
why we
bits.
loved it.
Okay.
If you had to live in the world of one of these rom-coms, which would you pick?
Well, I fear I already live in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I do too. I think we live in that.
I fear we're literally the trio friends.
But
Yeah.
which do you want to live
Wow,
Okay, which one?
trio of friends.
Oh.
Plus the boss. You're the boss, Brian.
Come on.
Right, you're the boss. But you're so hot and funny, remember?
Yes, and you're in charge.
You're just not our friend, you're a boss.
Okay.
I would want to live in When Harry Met Sally. I love that portrayal of New York, like the Christmas of it all. It's so beautiful and nostalgic. I feel like that version of New York is why I moved to New York. That's why I wanted to go to school here and like
Yeah.
go to theater school and sort of the acting thing. You know, I could
Yeah,
pick
we
it
got
up
it.
again.
I honestly, I feel like I would choose to live in 10 Things I Hate About You. Like, I love that Pacific Northwest vibe. Like, I also love like that school. Like, if I went to that high school,
Yeah,
was
that
my high
school's
school.
pretty
Like,
iconic.
it's like, wow, it looks so like castle-y and amazing.
But
and like,
everybody was so mean to each other.
Going back to Harry Met Sally, do you think that men and women can just be friends?
Yes.
Hetero ones.
Hetero. Hundo.
Do you think hetero?
I have them. No.
Do you think they want to
Have
sleep
I
with
hooked
you?
up with them? Yes.
But-
we don't do that anymore because I'm engaged. I love my straight boyfriends. Wait. Let me take that back.
I just feel like all the girls I know who have guy friends that they maintain relationships with, they've hooked up at least once.
Tess, why are you making that face?
I'm not friends with any of the people I've hooked up with.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's healthy. That's good.
I could definitely not
That
say
is
that.
healthy.
And you too, right,
Girl.
Brian?
Yes, me too. Yes.
Putting the obituaries with the real estate.
So smart.
Genius.
So
because as
smart.
someone who
Genius.
reads the newspaper every day, no, but I also was like, wait, should we bring back newspapers? Like they're always reading the newspaper. I was like, this is so charming.
It is charming to read a newspaper in bed.
And they were like, she was reading it on the moving sidewalk in the airport. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's so beautiful in this movie too. Oh my God. Like this is the beginning of her rom-com queendom.
She walked so Kate Hudson could run.
She walked so Jen Ann could run.
There you go.
When Harry Met Sally, like there are so many layers of comedy happening.
Yeah.
Like Harry telling his best friend that his wife wants a divorce while they're doing the wave.
Yes.
So
That was
genius.
Stadium.
They
Such a
literally-
good beat.
Oh my
So
god.
dumb,
so
like-
funny.
So good.
So much funnier, sorry, than all three others.
I agree.
It was the funniest.
I agree. I was like, this is one of the best written movies I've ever watched.
So well
like,
written.
Every line, joke, and they're all like. If it's different than than 10 Things I Hate About You. Like it doesn't feel like bits. It's like character motivated, dialogue based jokes that like are just like natural.
But
like,
I think it's because the characters are not trying to sleep with each other. So they're not trying to like schmooze each other. They're just trying to like be fun.
Yeah, they're just totally
They're just like,
themselves.
oh, I'm just totally being myself.
The way
Yeah.
she orders her food.
that's such a good homology. Isn't that what that's called? Like when a character has a really specific thing about them.
That's a lovely word. Oh. Homology.
I don't know, there's also just so many like cute moments in Crazy Stupid Love though too. Like when he's calling her from the garden and then she's like, or no, she's calling him from the garden. He's like, I can't do the pilot light. I like got choked up.
No,
It was
I got
so
choked up.
Sweet.
I also watched that one on a flight, and I was crying on the flight. I was like,
so they're like that was a really beautiful movie.
And the parents, like, you don't know if they get together in the end, but they like still are making each other laugh. She's like, it's been a tough year. He's like, how so?
yeah,
And she just
so
starts laughing.
funny.
I'm like, oh.
Julianne.
Do you think
Julianne.
they got together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
In my brain, they do.
I also I love that it's an ensemble piece. It feels like yes, their relationship is the catalyst for everything else that happens, but you get more rom-com stories within that.
It's a farce. It's a farce. Like everyone's connected. It kind of feels like a Neil Simon play, like elevate, like modern times. Like 'cause everyone's connected. They're all separate storylines until they all clash,
Until
and then it's
Anna
hilarious.
is not the grandma.
Emma, you really thought he was gonna propose to you at like that dinner? Emma Stone's character.
Well, we don't really know the past of their relationship.
That's true.
That's
I
why
just
it's
want to say like
weird.
Josh Groban was not the asshole that I feel
No.
like they made him out to be.
Well, he was on his phone at dinner, Brian.
That's true. I mean,
He's just kind of a dweeb.
that's true.
Yeah, he's
He's
just
just
sort of a
generally
loser.
unattractive
It's
and
like,
a
oh,
loser.
I'm sorry, I offered you a job.
All right, I think we're ready to reveal, right? We've come to the end of our program. The Betchie for best rom-com, according to the Betches office, goes to When Harry Met Sally.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
Who did
Yeah.
we vote for? I voted for that.
I voted for that.
When Harry Met Sally.
Which is funny because I voted for it for no other categories, but it was the best movie.
You know what it is? It's like it's greater than the sum of its parts. That's like the
whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
That's why we didn't vote for the individuals, but
Yeah.
overall, it's the best.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll have what she's having is a cliche at this point. It's an overused because it's such a funny line. But watching it, I was like, I love realizing why something is a cliche or why something is a common phrase.
Yeah.
I've seen the scene out of context, but seeing it in its fullness in the movie, I literally cried laughing. I was like, that was, and I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's such a good scene, like the
she-
lead up to it.
Because
Yeah.
she goes crazy and then she goes, and then she just goes, I'll have what she's having. Like,
It's
easy,
so good.
good.
It also like shows how far her character has come because from that first scene in the car when she is so uptight, she's like appalled that this guy is even looking at her, and now she's doing a full orgasm in Cats.
in the
New York
club.
changes you.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful
And
note to end
time.
on.
Time.
And also time. New York and time for those of you keeping track at home. That is what changes you. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Video Team Video Club. Let us know below in the comments if we missed anything or what your favorite moments are. And also check out our pinned comment where we are listing the movies we're watching for next episode so you guys can watch along with us so you'll know all the references we're making.
It's so fun.
So fun. Okay, now everyone do your best fake orgasm. Ready? Go. Oh! Ah!
Okay, let's
All
end
right,
this
that's
before HR
good.
cancels us.
Yeah. All right, cut.